Woohoo! This is my second video on YouTube, and I am starting to teach you my self-care system that I developed for myself. For the last almost 10 years, I've been working and tweaking and testing it. I wasn't very confident to share it. Now I am, because I understand myself better now. I'm late diagnosed ADHD at 38. I got the diagnosis like 3 months ago. So now everything kind of clicked for me on what the system was doing, what it was helping me with, and how I can teach and share it with other neurodivergent people who maybe are still struggling, finding ways to improve their life, better self-care, and understanding, and just having company and somebody who gets and understands you. So this is what I'm doing here. Congratulate me, because even though I might look like I'm always like super confident doing it, this is actually a big step for me. Like, I'm not nervous doing it. I think I'm happy doing it, but it's like I'm figuring it out as I'm going. So any comments with praise, with kudos to you, Kate, I want as much support as I can get, because all my life I was masking and not fully showing myself. So I really want right now build community of people who like supportive for me, get value from me, and basically we both together, I don't know, go through this life on this big ball we're all spinning around in the middle of nowhere. So I'm referring to planet Earth, if you didn't get my joke. But anyways, pretty much, yeah, if you want to say something nice in the comments, please say, because I do need encouragement that this is helpful. This is something that, I don't know, inspiring to you, moving you, helping you. It will help me too. So basically, I've been struggling before with like overwhelm, with kind of being stuck and not getting on top of life, if I could describe it. So I one day, no, let me backtrack. Since I remember myself, I was very curious, always studying, always reading mysteries of the world and things like this. So when I turned, like, let's say past 18, 20, no, I don't feel like I'm getting it all. Hold on. I was born in Russia. Let's start there. I was born in Russia, in a family with my older brother, mom and dad, and grew up pretty much how I grew up pretty much feeling not super safe in the environment I was growing with my older brother, because he was verbally abusive. He picked on me and stuff, and I cried a lot, and I spent a lot of time by myself, like reading books, studying the world, asking questions, and then my mom passed away suddenly from breast cancer when I was 17. That was like a really, really unexpected event that I think left a big rupture on my heart. And after that, I moved to America by myself. So moving to America pretty much was, I don't know how I did it. It was very hard to then get adjusted. I went through a lot of like abusive relationships, like life lessons, whatever, because nobody was really watching after me. So now going back, it was a lot of hardships and dangerous situations I've been. So I was always like curious about self-improvement, personal development, and things like that. And basically, when I met my ex-partner, which was 12 years ago, and shortly right after I had a baby, my daughter, who's 11 right now, I I became a stay-at-home mom, and my ex-partner was a good provider. So that allowed me to like have the resources to study, and I became an obsessive learner. I mean, how much money I spent, it's crazy. And he was, I guess, very, I could say, generous and supportive about education. It was one of his values to like he believes in education. So I just kept studying, and I went through so many different courses, different like special interests and things like that. I traveled the world, and I tried little different side businesses, and basically that gave me opportunity to experience a lot, because I traveled to like almost 30 countries in the last, like, I didn't travel much in the last 5 years, so that's like in 5 years I traveled a lot of countries. um, since I became a mom, 12 countries I traveled with my daughter, and I studied a lot, different courses on business training, business coaching, psychology, beauty, because I was interested in makeup and I was selling makeup, fashion and stuff like that. So underneath all of that, I took a lot of courses on spirituality. I was looking for answers in like past life, astrology, Reiki, anything that could kind of help me go deeper and understand myself. And I feel like those experiences helped me build this databases of knowledge, right? So it's like for a couple years I worked like on this like section of life here, like, you know, then I worked on like this section of life here, connected to like understanding my emotions and healing and stuff. Then I had this section where I traveled and I explored the world, so like kind of everything but was outside. And then I started working more on like understanding entrepreneurship and business and money. By the way, I have a bachelor in finances but never worked in that field, but still kind of gives me understanding of, like, I guess to some degree of like deeper like finances, how they work. But anyways, not that I'm so great with mine, but I still kind of have this like more general knowledge about it, you know. So I'm just checking. Yeah. So one day I had this realization. I was taking a bath, and I just like had this in my head, this visual picture of these blocks I described to you. Like life is basically these 4 blocks, and chronologically I've worked on each one, and now I kind of understand how they correlate. And it came to me in colors. One block is white, one block is red, one block is yellow, and one block is pink. And basically those are 4 areas of life that are, if you have them like in order, your life is pretty much kind of good. And I thought to myself, okay, this is structural, and it allows me to structure my months in such way that I could first of all understand, okay, this is new month, let's kind of get my brain together, right? And each week I can focus a little bit on one area so that I don't fall behind. Because what was happening is that I would focus on one and jump into, like, let's say traveling, but then my routine, my health, and like how I take care of myself falls apart when I'm traveling. And then I'll come home and I'll focus on like getting my home in order and clean and organize everything, but then I feel a little bored in missing those like adventures and seeing something outside, you know. So anytime I would dive deep into one area, everything else kind of falls apart. And I decided with this system, if I just am able to focus on one area and give it my more focus, I feel I'm progressing, I'm not drowning, I'm not overwhelmed like with everything I need to be doing to be this like productive, successful human. And I can do some progress here, and then next week comes of the month, I'm progressing here, and that's how I can like keep myself in check. So that's how R.O.S system was like discovered in my brain, how to structure it. And that also helped me to feel less overwhelmed, because if I think about like everything I need to be doing, I just don't do anything, you know. So basically what I started doing is like when the new month will start, this is like a reset, because I also get overwhelmed thinking about just like a whole year. Like, I don't know, my brain just like can't think that far. And so I would be like, all right, let's pretty much survive the months. That's how I would call it, you know? So I would be like, first week of the month, white week. And colors do have meaning. I'll explain it to you right now. So basically white, it's just like reset, clean. Think about it like clean slate. So first week of the month, I usually like would start cleaning everything, getting rid of stuff that bothers me, like old clothes, papers maybe I didn't go through in the mail, anything like I want to like change. I love moving furniture, so I would just like move furniture, do deeper cleaning, something like that, right? So I would like clear the space, clear digital space. I would go through my phone, clean some contacts, clean like anything I could get rid of, clean whatever. It would just make me be like, like now I can breathe, you know? So during the white week, I would also kind of just spend more time, like maybe like on walks, or if I can go to the beach. Like I used to live in LA, so I would go to the beach, just like anything to like be like, all right, let's restart, let's refresh, reset, right? Second week of the month would be red week. And red, think about like blood, like red. It's like like your livelihood, how you're living, red. So it's about you, your body, your emotions, and your overall just kind of like how you're feeling and resting and stuff. So red week, I would just kind of sit down and think, what can I do for myself, you know? Like, okay, maybe like dental appointment, hair, nails, like anything I need to take care of the body. Maybe like work on my sleep better, like go to bed earlier, or maybe vitamins I forgot to start taking. Maybe I could reset my vitamin take or whatever. So anything that will just help me feel better. Therapy, maybe what else, like if maybe you can start working out, doing yoga again, like whatever that means to you, right? That would be red. And then the third week of the month, yellow, that would be about outside world, like what's outside of me. Could be people, like if you want to connect with somebody you've been meaning to connect, you can. Maybe that's you looking at new interests you want to explore. Maybe it's actually reconnecting with old hobbies and interests you didn't or stopped, like drawing or something like that. Maybe it's doing something fun. Maybe if you like traveling or you want to try traveling, going somewhere, going to the movies, to whatever, you know. So it's something like outside, something interesting, something about learning. Maybe it's watching shows, maybe it's organizing your list of shows. So anything that kind of has to do with learning, interest, and what's outside your like house. And then the pink week, so like pink week, it's about kind of just like living in your essence. So basically, like if you did all these three, now you kind of just like reconnected with yourself. And by the way, ROSE stands for rediscover own soul essence. And that I created before I knew about diagnosis, right? But I was just kind of always searching of like, who am I underneath? Like, who am I inside, you know? So I felt like if you do these three things, kind of get your life in order, then you can pretty much leave a little bit, you know? Just be who you are. And over the years, system changed. Then I was just like, no, you can't just leave. You need to worry about the money, because you can't like leave. Because you see, I was a stay-at-home mom. I wasn't making income. So sometimes I would just kind of like forget about how you need to make money, you know? So then other times I would be like, well, I need to figure out how to make my own money too. And then I was like, that's what the pink week is going to be for. It's all about like connecting your work with your passion and calculating money, counting, budgeting. Then over the years, I was like, no, I'm going to change that, because the first week, it's when usually you pay your bills in the beginning of the week. So white week also will mean cleaning your finances, not just house, not just like throw away stuff, but like go through your accounts, maybe cancel subscriptions you don't use, like clean up your finances. And then you actually could enjoy Pink Week, because if the finances are not done, you're ultimately stressing out. So now I think Pink Week, and I'm kind of clarifying things as we go, so things will change. I think I accepted the fact that this system, it's going to be like a living organism. It's not like one thing. There's kind of like general framework, but I'm kind of exploring as I'm going here. And in my head, I'm always like tweaking and testing things. So I'm just sharing with you how it is, not like being this perfect, like Pink Week, we're doing this and this. So Pink Week right now, I'm just taking it, I think, creating. You know, I like doing music, I do YouTube and stuff. So it's like, I think like Pink Week is just pretty much connecting with your vision. Because in the end of the month, I get overwhelmed, even though I'm following the system and doing things. It's almost like this Tetris game. If you know the Tetris game, it's, for those of you who don't know, it's like these building blocks that go from top to bottom, and you have to place them correctly so that they could like there's no gaps, and then if there's no gaps, then the game erases the blocks, and then you have more space to put more blocks. But if you put them in the wrong place, it fills up and you lose. So I feel like towards the end of the month, my, I guess, executive function got enough of data, of information, of everything, and I'm just tired. So really Pink Week, it's like reconnecting with who you are. It's like also in a way cleaning out things, but letting yourself just be. Don't push yourself hard, and in a way prepare for the next month, like reconnecting, because I forget, I lose track of vision. So if I started something in the beginning of the month, like, oh, I'm gonna be doing this, by the end of the month, I sometimes forget a lot of things I wanted to do, or why I wanted them to do. And it's like recalibrating yourself, because I also get affected a lot by sometimes different views. Like, you know, for example, I'll be doing content and creating something, and then I'll be like, what's the point of this all? Nobody needs this content. There's so much. I want to do art, but what art? And how I'm gonna make a living? Like, you know, I start like going through this all kind of like conversations in my head, and I need to come to some kind of peace and clarity again to start next month and continue doing what I'm doing with like feeling of authenticity. It's like, yeah, this feels right, I am continuing doing that. Before, what was happening is I would quit. I would start a project, then this build up kind of bottleneck in my operations would be there, and I wouldn't know how to go through that. I would just disassemble the mental structure I've built before on what I'm doing, to completely losing any interest in doing that. So I would go from enthusiasm and be like, yeah, I'm doing this feels right, to like, nope, I hate it, it doesn't, nobody needs it, it doesn't make sense, I don't want to do it, and stop. So I would just like, and this usually would be like 3-month cycle. I would do something for 3 months, stop, erase, take new Instagram page down, goes to graveyard, boom, you know. But now I am able to like recalibrate more, and sort of like, maybe instead of doing like this and back, just kind of do a little bit like this, maybe like this, but then going up again, you know. So like allowing myself to be who I am, be that person who gets lost, who gets forgetful, who gets doubtful, who gets all of that, you know. And right now YouTube is allowing me to express all that. Well, I started doing unmasking, what you call, on Instagram too, but I feel like before like years ago, I would hit the roadblock, because I would be like this, I don't know, semi-successful functional person, and then behind closed door I would hit this cry and doubts and stuff, and I'll be like, I couldn't go back and be like this happy, normal, whatever person I was pretending to be, and I wouldn't be able to share all of my internal struggle that was happening. So it was behind the closed doors, so yeah, now finding the neurodivergent community really helped me to just be like, yeah, this is me, and it's okay, other people are like that. I watched a bunch of content videos of other people talking about late diagnosis. It was this moment of like, oh my god, I'll make a separate video about that. But it's just pretty much like exhale, just like, whew, I can be me. I could have these thoughts that are like, I don't know, maybe not very organized, and I could be talking about my challenges and people actually relate to that. I want to have like, I almost was like jealous to people before diagnosis. Like I would watch some YouTube videos of like people, I don't know, knitting, and just other people watching that and be like, oh, that's so sweet. And I was just like, it's so nice to like show what you do, what you love, and other people be there for you, just how it is. So then with finding about diagnosis, I kind of saw the same thing, like people crying, people sharing struggles, and other people saying, oh my gosh, it helped me feel not alone. And I was like, and I was hiding all this time. Why was I doing that all? Because no wonder I couldn't connect to others, because I never showed how I am, but it was covered under that this is wrong to be crying, this is wrong to be that. Oh, there's a lot to unpack. I'm starting to do it. Let's summarize this video, right? So end of the month, we are right now on Pink Week in my R.O.S.E system. The colors help you to have a little bit of a structured view of the month, so you're not feeling overwhelmed by this big 30-day cloud facing you. So we're only kind of focusing on 1 week and what this week we can do, and pretty much letting ourselves not to worry about other stuff. We'll get there, which is good. So basically, Pink Week, 4th week right now, last days, it's like closing all these opened windows you have to get ready to like next month, and where you can reset. And if you're in the place where you feel not good about yourself, like you started something and things didn't go well with your plans, routines, it's okay. We every new month we have a reset, restart. We could do better, So like, what did I do yesterday? Pretty much, let me backtrack a little bit. There was Thanksgiving, right? We had family in town, and things were pretty chill. I accommodated myself a lot, so things were pretty chill. I spent a lot of time in my room. I didn't cook. I only came out to hang out like very limited time that I enjoyed, and I still felt like a little bit like kind of just like energy, like I feel energy in the house, extra energy. So when guests left, I immediately got into cleaning the house. I moved furniture. I moved myself to this room. It's a guest room, and I just kind of needed to like shake things up, clean it up. I vacuumed, did a bunch of laundry, organized my desk, and that made me feel good. Then me and my roommate, she's pretty much my chosen family, we watched our favorite new show, Knife's Edge or something. It's about Michelin star chefs in the kitchen, going after Michelin star. It's on Apple. So there were 2 episodes that dropped, last ones, and we finished them. It was good. I also love eating sunflower seeds. It's like, I guess, my steaming. I like eating, and like, I'm talking about shelled ones, not the ones that are cleaned. And I ran out of them a couple days before, so I finally received the package, and like watching stuff and eating sunflower seeds like this, it's my happy place. We did that, and I felt back to like kind of feeling regulated and calm. And today I went for a walk just to like clear myself more. It was a cool, windy kind of morning, and I like that. what else I did. I'm looking at my photos. So I went on a walk because I pretty much haven't been really moving much. I took a bath. I'm a bath girl. I love taking bath. I took a bath. I interacted with some people on my Instagram comments. Then I opened this new microphone I ordered to set up this setup with recording. Great job, me. And then I did a little mini flower arrangement from we have like always like having flowers in the house, so I rearranged some flowers and did this little arrangement. Yes, I spent some time with my kitty because she's kind of curious, like, oh, why we are in a new room and stuff, so she kind of couldn't settle here even though I moved her bed. But yeah, Kitty is settled, I'm settled. I'm making second video here, which is woohoo. Leave me a comment, say Kate, great job. And yeah, here we are. So now I'm gonna go watch, I'm chillaxing, I'm like really taking it easy. I'm gonna go watch 2 episodes of Landman because it dropped. And yeah, I have a part-time job now in a flower shop, and I work 3 days a week, sometimes 4. So right now I don't work until Tuesday, and it's Sunday now. So no, it's Saturday. It's Saturday. I have extra day to rest. So yeah, so basically I'm gonna take it very easy and chill, prepare myself for the month, get my thoughts together. And yeah, my goal was to start YouTube channel because I think that's where I want to put my effort in next month, instead of just like telling my long stories on Instagram. I feel like YouTube much better platform for that, and here I am. I'm very proud of doing that, and I wish you a good day, reminding that you are doing great no matter what's happening. It's not easy to live this life with being diagnosed late, so let's do it together, navigate through this. I'm gonna share everything I know, everything I have, all the resources, and hopefully, you know, this is gonna be a place to hang out and do better in life together. So I'm checking out, super proud of myself. I'm going to watch Landman with my sunflower seeds, and I'll see you in the next video.